Mabuhay, Kamustika, welcome. How are you? This is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. This is part 3 of how to earn the respect of your Filipina. And I do believe that respect needs to be earned. And so there's plenty of more practical ways, one of which here is to try some things that she likes, whether it's food or, as I mentioned before, plays. She likes plays, so I went to the play with her, and it was great. We've gone to a few others. My wife likes love stories. She likes fairy tales, and so there have been times we've watched certain shows on TV that she likes, and you know, it may not necessarily be my thing, but my wife is my thing. I love my wife deeply, and if she wants to share something, watch a movie with her, that's fine. You know, we'll do it. So I've been learning to like romance movies and so on because that's what my wife likes, and so that's something we can share together, and that's a good thing. Another one, and these are often unrelated, is to apologize readily. There's going to be many times, excuse me, that you offend her, you hurt her feelings, you know, you raise your voice or something. Didn't do something you said you'd do. Just learn to apologize and mean it, and do this often. And it's better than not apologizing and being quiet. You know, I think she'll respect you more if you apologize when you've done something that she didn't like. And then avoid profanity and raising your voice. Filipinas aren't used to people raising their voice. They're not used to engaging people and, you know, dealing with conflict. So us Americans, Filipinos think are rude, and we often are. I admit, I am. There are things I've done that she gets upset with me. One of them is raising my voice, even if I'm not talking to her. Talking to somebody on the phone, and I get upset. Well, then I can get the silent treatment because she just doesn't like that, and I've learned I have to calm down and not raise my voice. And profanity is something I don't agree with using, but there are times when I do say things, use words I shouldn't use, and you know, I have to apologize for that, and then I have to learn to not use those words. And really, if you think about it, if you're upset, there are ways to express it in a more positive way. You know, it's better to actually try to find solutions to things than to use bad language. That's what I need to do. Focus on what a solution would be quiet, and then try to go to work to find the solution, and don't swear. If she doesn't like that, then you'll earn her respect by managing your temper and not using bad language. Also, let her buy new clothes for herself. If she's not working or not working yet, you should help her buy clothes. She can't bring everything with her in the Philippines, from the Philippines, and they don't have cold weather there, so she's going to need, really, she's going to need clothes for 4 different seasons here in the United States. She's going to need winter clothes, and they really like American brands here, name brands, and so when she gets here, her eyes will get big when she sees, you know, certain name brand watches and purses and clothes. And my wife's frugal, sure, but now that she's got money that she's working, you know, I got to let her use it for what she wants to. She does help us out on a couple of bills. She's willing to do that. Cable bill, I think, phone bill, and that's about $300 a month, and that's nice. She helps her family, and so I don't tell her what to do with the rest of her money. And she's frugal. She'll buy some really inexpensive, I'd call them cheap clothes as far as the price, but they're good quality. I told her where Forever 21 was, because I know that's a place for young women, and I showed her where that was in the mall. I've gone shopping with her. They have many of the same places in the Philippines. We've been to Omaha and shopped there. There's different malls here in Lincoln, and you know, she buys good stuff. She likes purses. For some reason, I don't know how many purses a woman needs, but she likes purses, she likes watches, and once in a while she'll snap up another one. And And that's fine, because she never had money like this. In the Philippines, she's giving all her money to her family for all intents and purposes. You really don't have money of your own, it seems. So here, now that she does, I want her to be able to enjoy the fruit of her labor and go buy some things that she wants, some clothes, whatever it is. And she's always happy when she comes home with that. And I want her to be happy. Also, how about finances? Show her your finances. I'm a big believer in trusting your wife with the finances, because if you didn't trust her, you shouldn't have married her or married her yet. But I married my wife, and for her to get in the swing of things here in the United States, where she's working, we pay a lot of taxes, we have a lot of expenses, she needs to learn how to do this. So I've showed her our spreadsheet, which I've had for about the last 14 or 15 years, where I discipline myself to type out or put everything in there that I spend. Because if I don't do that, then I don't know what I'm spending it on, and I'm not likely to have as much restraint. So I've been doing that for a long time. Now that I'm married, it changes completely. And so all the numbers are different, but I show her that, because it'll show us at the end of the month whether we had extra money or not. And it shows us each month how much we're spending on everything, and I want her to know that. Also, I want her to know how to write checks, and with the debit cards and credit cards, you don't really have to write a lot of checks. Some places don't take those, so we do, like the garbage bill. I don't think they take online. So I pretty much still handle all the money, because she doesn't want to. I've shown her how to do it. I've offered her to do it. Maybe it's a little intimidating. I don't know. Maybe she's just not used to it. But she said, no, hon, go ahead and you can handle all that stuff. But she knows, she's been taught how to write checks. She knows how to use a debit card, credit cards. She changed our credit cards so we could use the money back cards and start charging everything. I always like to pay by cash, but already this year I think she's got like $460 in money back, which we never would have had if we did it my way. So yeah, she wants to save money everywhere she can, or make money. So I like that about her, and so she's done really well. I'm very proud of her. When she gets here, in the Philippines, they're used to pesos. I couldn't tell the difference between pesos or the bills. They all look the same to me. It would be scary for me to go out with some money, and I could easily get taken advantage of. But she learned nickels, pennies, dimes, quarters. She has a separate jar for all of those that she could put in every day and learn what they were. So now she knows all of that stuff, and she's really good with her money. She has her own account, and so she'll buy things online, or pay different things online. So we've got our system worked out. Trust her with this. You'll earn a lot of respect, I do believe. Also, and the credit card has been nothing to worry about. She sees everything I do, and I see everything she does, because I go over the money. And, if I have a question about something, like, what was this for? Where did it go? And so on. I just ask her, and she tells me, and everything is fine. If she wants to buy something that's a little out of the norm, we always talk about that. So financially, get along well there, trust her, and you'll earn a lot of respect. Also, try to always get her opinion. Her opinion matters, even if it's not something you go with. A woman was made for a man because she has a different viewpoint, probably has better intuition on some things, and you need to listen to her. And you can avoid some problems if you get the opinion of your wife. Always ask for her opinion. Also, advise her on things, but allow her to make her own decisions, allow her freedom to make her own decisions. She will mature faster this way. Sometimes she might make some decisions that aren't right, and she'll learn. I may say, hon, that's, you get what you pay for. That's, I don't know, I would spend more money on that. And she thinks, no, this might save some money. If it doesn't work out, she'll know that it didn't work out, and she'll know that I gave her the opportunity to make a good decision or a bad decision. But that's how we learn. Don't dominate her and try to make all her decisions. She will respect you this way. Try not to put down the Philippines. Anytime I just say, Philippines is a poor country, even if it's to her, I feel like I might be putting her country down. So I want to be real careful about that. If you've been to the Philippines, you know what it's like. And, try not to put down the country that she's in. Try not to over-elevate the country that you're in. Also, I taught her how to mow the lawn. We taught her how to use I guess you call it an edger or something that gets rid of the weeds or the grass that you can't get to with the lawnmower. She put the lawnmower together. She put that edger together. She knows how to do all that stuff because she's really bright when it comes to mechanical things, and that's great. So I taught her how to mow the grass, as you can see in one of our videos. So anything I can teach her new, I want to do, because it'll just make her a better, acclimate better to this country and earn her respect. Now also, don't expect her to show a lot of public display of affection. I'll have a video on that too. Just be happy with what you can get, because generally in the Philippines, PDA, public display of affection, is seen as indecent. Maybe not immoral, but indecent, uncalled for, unnecessary. I happen to like PDA, but I can't insist on that if my wife isn't comfortable with that. I do take what I can get, and it's very valuable to me, but don't force this if you're into that. Let it come to you. Another way to let her respect you is to let her decorate the place. I know we can get used to how things look and where things are, but a woman's going to have her own ideas. So I pretty much gave her free reign over this. She said one day, you are in charge of everything outside the house, and I'm in charge of everything inside the house. I said, okay, fine. So she takes care of everything in here, and it's neat, it's clean, it's organized, and it's great to come home to a neat, clean, organized house, I'll tell you what. So I let her decorate it. Sometimes she changes things around, but it always looks good. She has a good sense for this sort of thing. That's all her thing. So also, this could be a tough one for you, but you'll earn respect from her if you let her make some recommendations on your clothes, even your appearance. Before I met my wife, I just spent like $1,000 on a new wardrobe, shirts and pants mostly, and when she got here, I guess it wasn't quite her thing. She wanted me to have a different look, so slowly and surely she redid that wardrobe by buying me a lot of different clothes. And people at work now think I'm higher up than I am because of the way I dress. And the way I dress is because that's the way my wife wants me to look. Early on, she would lay out the clothes for me to wear, and even now she'll roll up the sleeves for me before I put the shirt on, and she'll have everything ready because she has a way that she wants me to appear to other people. And to a Filipina, the image you project is a reflection on her. So it's wise and good for you to let her make suggestions on your clothes. Now, she probably wants me to look a little bit younger. Maybe the clothes I bought were too stuffy. I don't know, but I go with what she wants me to wear, and that's worked out well for us. Also, she's wanted me to have a beard sometimes and then not have a beard. Well, then she wanted me to have a beard again, so I did. Then she wanted to cut my beard herself. I let her do that, and she's done it now about 6 times, and this last one was her best job. So she had no experience before, but I let her trim my beard, and she's done a great job. And sometimes I think she goes a little too fast, but I think she's just gaining confidence, And so letting her do these things is only a good thing if you possibly can be comfortable with that. Also, the last one here, tempo. Yeah, tempo exists. It's the silent treatment, can last a long time. I've heard of 2 or 3 days of tempo. And that would drive me absolutely crazy because I want communication. And if something's wrong, we should talk about it now and not later. And if I've gotten the silent treatment, it's only been for, I don't know, maybe a few hours, or if it was at night, it was the rest of the night. Nothing I couldn't live with. And I always understood why it was happening, and so I couldn't complain after a while. And it doesn't last long. It's just the way it is. When it's over as if it never happened. Other foreigners marrying a Filipino would tell you the same thing. So hopefully with using some of these, doing some of these things here to earn your wife's respect, the tampo will be few and far between. So part 4, the last part of the series, is coming up. I'm sure there's a lot more even than what I list. Just trying to help you earn the respect of your Filipino wife. Stay tuned for part 4 on Love Beyond the Sea.